Imagine, if you will, in the world of Ashentale, on the continent of Shill, in the lands to the south, there lies a beacon of righteousness. Its brilliance illuminates even the darkest hours, ceaselessly combating corruption and greed. However, deep beneath the earth, an insidious malevolence stirs, drawing the unwavering gaze of fate itself. It slumbers, biding its time until it emerges from the depths with a voracious hunger for light. Yet amidst this impending darkness, the gods of Ashentale remain vigilant, strategically maneuvering their pieces on the cosmic chessboard.
Welcome back to Original GM. I'm Hupahu, once again joined with Hawk, Wachi, and Cikala. Welcome back, guys. We're in the new studio, temporary rebuilt studio. Bear with us, it's a little warm, so we do have air conditioning, but we're waiting for it to cool down. So if we sweat, it is what it is.
It was hot today.
It was hot, very humid today. 87 degrees or something like that. Yeah.
Something crazy.
Summertime. So, and then Hawk has just got back from his trip to Hawaii. Have fun? Yeah.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
You're red.
Hmm?
You're red.
A little bit. Except for underneath this.
Yeah.
That's why I've been trying to keep it down.
Yeah. So you had to get done. So you've been gone a couple weeks. We only did one shadow session while he was gone. We've got to do the other one, but been a lot of changes, things going on. Guys, welcome back, and thanks for joining us. I hope you're enjoying things as much as we are. We're episode 37. Yeah. It's going to be coming into the end of the season pretty soon. Yeah. Right?
So I wonder, like, it feels like it went so fast to me, it just occurred to me, like, I was off camera and on narcotics for, like, a large portion.
Yeah.
And so that's
Well,
probably why
two or-
I have this weird
2 or 3 episodes.
feeling about it.
You were off camera, I think. But we're glad to have you back on camera. Yay.
Here, here.
Yeah. So, do you guys remember where you were? You remember where
Mm-hmm.
what the situation was?
Yep.
I want to get my stuff, damn it.
You guys are in the mansion of Mephistopheles. You don't necessarily know where that's at, but you assume it's the third plane of hell, but you really don't know your location. There was a tusk devil that came in. I'll show you the map. We didn't have a map last week for where you guys were, but I've got one now. So the bottom right-hand corner is where you guys were jailed. You came out of that area and up into the room that you're currently in now, which we can take a look at. We'll zoom in here and kind of give you an idea what the room looks like and where you guys are standing.
Well, Seth is laying down. He's laying right in front of that door.
As a
As a
lion.
lion. In case that tusk devil comes back in, because he's ready to fight. Kidnap us. How dare you?
So, right. So there are 4 contracts on the table with various other items. There's a bag of scrolls over here, and a couple of orbs, and some books, and a map, and looks like porridge over here or something in this pot. There's a fire burning underneath this roof to your left over here, and then the table that has all the food on it that's right next to Doll and Timmy. And remember, Doll, that you have Kavanaugh, your new familiar. Yeah. There are chains on the ground right here that you guys collected. Seth next to you and Ren next to you. A couple statues in the room of these winged demons, and yeah. And then of course the door is closed. There's double doors and they're closed on this side, when he leaves on this side, flames erupt on the bars between the door and you guys. And you're laying, Seth, you're laying in front of that door right there. So yeah.
So, since I don't know what my strength is, I want to try to beat the hell out of the statue. Because I think Timmy needs a dagger. So, I'm going to see if I can beat the hell out of that statue and get the horns.
All right, so you're gonna attempt to break off
Yeah,
the horns.
yeah. Because he needs those, he needs a dagger. He needs weapons. We got chains for Ren, and Doll had something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, she pulled the curtain down.
That was right.
Was
Doll
that
has
right?
an anything key that she got from
Yeah.
Hannah.
But she doesn't have a weapon.
Yeah,
She doesn't use a weapon.
she just had that anything key.
Ren's gonna walk over to that desk
Okay.
where the contracts and all that stuff is.
All right.
And she's gonna read the contract.
She's gonna read the contract.
Yeah.
All
She'll read it
right.
out loud.
Okay. Do you want to read it out loud? Because there it is.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Well,
Doll will come
Seth will
over.
actually stop long enough while she's reading.
Doll will come over.
So you go over to strike it, and she goes over to read it, and so you don't strike it.
Well, he'll try to pull one of the horns off, but when she starts reading out loud, he'll stop.
Okay.
Pact of Dominion and Alliance by the infernal hand of Mephistopheles. 1. Preamble?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
In the grand cosmos, where power is the currency of existence, an opportunity stands before you, a chance to transcend the ordinary and grasp the extraordinary. This pact, forged by the charismatic and intelligent hand of Mephistopheles, offers you a path to unparalleled power should you dare to step beyond the confines of Queensland. 2. Terms of contract. Departure for Dominion. The signatory must leave the city of Queensland within a fortnight of the contract signing. The signatory's departure must be undertaken with the explicit intent to seek and accumulate power in preparation for the Nexus battle, in any form the signatory deems fit, be it knowledge, strength, influence, or magical prowess. Should the signatory fail to depart within the stipulated time or pursue power with a genuine intent, the signatory's soul shall be forfeit to Mephistopheles to be claimed at the time of his choosing. Alliance with Mephistopheles. Upon signing this pact, Mephistopheles shall be considered an ally to the signatory. As an ally, Mephistopheles will provide guidance, support, and protection, aiding the signatory in their quest for power. This alliance is bound by mutual respect and shared ambition, fostering a relationship that enhances the signatory's potential. 3. Conditions and covenants. The signatory acknowledges the gravity of this agreement and enters into it of their own free will, fully understanding the consequences of failure. The signatory shall not engage in actions that directly harm Mephistopheles or impede his own quests and endeavors. Any attempt to nullify or break this contract shall result in immediate forfeiture of the signatory's soul. 4.
Severability.
Severability.
Yeah.
4. Severability. Should any provision of this contract be deemed unenforceable by the infernal courts, the remaining provisions shall remain in full effect, ensuring the intent and purpose of this pact are upheld. 5. Acknowledgement. By signing below, the signatory attests to their understanding and acceptance of these terms, binding their soul and destiny to the pursuit of power and alliance with Mephistopheles. And there's places for signatures, and then it says, let this pact be the cornerstone of your ascension, a testament to your ambition, and the beginning of a formidable alliance with one who commands the shadows and eternal confidence.
Each contract says the same thing, and has a quill there in front of it.
She look at Seth.
She kind of looks around at everybody.
Seth has got this look on his face like absolute disgust. So-
Essentially, no matter what we do, if we sign this contract,
Our soul is void.
he owns us no matter what we do. Whether we do what he says or not, once we sign this contract, he owns our soul. It's just worded fancy.
My soul is already spoken for.
Timmy's like, I'm not signing that fucking contract. I say we find her stuff and get the fuck out of here.
Agreed.
That's what I would vote.
And he works on trying to break off that.
What if we write a different one and see if
Okay.
they'll agree to our terms? Where our souls aren't forfeit.
You got stuff to write with?
She'll look around.
There's no ink. There's just 4 quills.
There's nothing.
There's no ink, no.
There's nothing for me to write with. Is there a fire in here?
There is.
Is there charcoal?
Yeah. You could probably do that.
Is there liquid on that table?
Yeah.
Mix them together and make something to write with. Some type of ink.
Okay.
And she wants to look at the rest of the stuff that's on that table as well.
On this table right here in front of her. There's an open book, a closed book, a journal, a map, a couple of orbs, and a bag of scrolls.
She'll look up to the journal and look at it.
Okay.
Hey, doll. Can you see what any of this is or if it has anything on it? Yeah. Can you tell? She'll walk over there.
Okay.
I can detect magic, but I can't really tell anything about it.
Basically, look at something like
That's what you were. Okay, I'll just take care of it then.
I mean, I can look at it and see if any of it's witchy stuff.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
But,
Do that.
okay. She'll walk over there.
Okay.
Cast a detect magic.
Okay.
Her memory.
The 4 contracts
Yeah.
glow, and that's it.
The 4 contacts are the only thing that are magical.
I don't know if I believe that. Why are the orbs saying they're magical?
While they're doing that, I'm gonna start beating up on the statue.
Okay.
She's gonna take the burlap sack that she's in
Okay.
and she's gonna like rip it across the waist and like kind of tie it off and try to make it look cute.
Okay. All right. I'll allow that. We do have some new art. She looks cute in just about anything, I think. So Seth, you do 14 damage to the horn on that statue and break it off, no problem.
Cool.
With your strength.
Hey Timmy, here's a dagger.
He looks at it funny. He's like, what? What am I supposed to do with that?
Can't use a dagger?
Yeah, I can use a dagger, but
Won't this work?
I guess better than nothing, I guess.
Right?
He grabs it and kind of looks at it. It looks, you know, it's like it's better than nothing. The chains are still on the ground where you guys were before.
Right.
The door's open. The flames go off, and in walks what looks like a Cambion. You're not sure. You've never seen him before, but he walks in and appears.
Back move.
Does he look aggressive?
No, he does not look aggressive. And when he walks in, he has his hands up, actually, and he says, "Greetings, greetings.
Ren will look at him.
I wish you no harm.
And where's my stuff?
I'm not quite sure where Mephistopheles has placed your stuff. Let me introduce myself. I am, they call me the butler." And he bows. "I take care of Mephistopheles' mansion, and he has recently left, and I don't really think it's put me in charge of you, but he asked me to come down and speak with you all and see if everything was okay. As far as your stuff goes, I'm not sure, but it's probably within the room across the hall, most likely. I've come to see if there's anything I can assist you with.
Our stuff.
Well, besides that, that's I mean, like with the contracts and things like that. Mephistopheles said you might have some questions.
Mary would look at me and say, I don't have any
Oh,
questions.
and he also wanted me to let you know that for every hour that you're in here, in the hells, a great deal of time will pass on the prime material plane. Already you have currently been here over an hour.
How long were you asleep for?
An hour. So you've been in this room and walked from the cell once you woke, what, 15 minutes ago or so. So he wanted me to let you know that time is of utmost importance. You should make a decision as quickly as possible, because before you know it, many years may have passed on the prime material plane. The longer you're stuck here, the more that you have to do this. Don't kill the messenger.
The way that this bullshit contract over here is worded
Yes.
is that no matter what we do, he gets our souls. And he expects us to sign this?
We haven't had a chance to discuss it as a group, so I'm not sure what everybody else thinks. And she looked at her and Seth and Tony, and she said, "But I'm done with Queensland. I'm happy to leave Queensland and not return.
I feel the
I don't
same
need to sign a
way.
damn contract, and he does not get to have my freedom."
I feel the same way, but I'm not forfeiting my soul. It's not happening.
Agreed.
Exactly. I'm not.
I think you should all just calm down and understand that the longer you're here, the worse it'll be for you.
He's not getting our souls.
Unfortunately, I understand your situation completely. Trust me.
Apparently not.
Well, I've been forced to do such things, so I know better than you know, and I am sorry this has happened to you. I wish it had not. Just like I wish it had not with me. But
Let us out.
oh, you're free to roam and do whatever you wish in the mansion. There are denizens and various other things here, though, that you should be mindful of. You do not have command or authority over any of them, nor me, but I'm just here to help you in any endeavors or questions, specifically with the contract, and allowing you to understand and know that the longer you're here, the longer time will pass on the prime material plane. By the time you could get out, it could be 9 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later.
And he wants to save the prime. If we're stuck in here,
Who
Mephistopheles,
wants to save the prime?
or the people thereof. That's why
If
he's...
we are kept here for more than 9 years, the darkness, the Nexus, will come and it will destroy the world, including this plane.
I'm not sure what that is, but it's a surprise to me that he wants to save the prime material plane. That seems a little odd, but
It's not just the prime that it'll destroy, it's the hells. It'll destroy everything.
this seems very much over my pay grade, and I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. But I would be happy to answer any questions about things that I do know.
Do you know nothing of prophecy?
Not of what you speak of currently. I personally, myself, have never been to the prime material plane before. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to visit, and well, really anywhere for a very, very, very long time.
Are you a warlock?
Yes.
And you know nothing of the Nexus?
No.
That's unusual.
I will look into it, though, now that you have told me of it. It seems to be something that might be of importance. If it's to destroy the world, he does not tell me things that he does not think I need to know.
Even his enemy, what's his name? Asmodeus?
The big A.
He looks around. You hear Kavanaugh go, Big
What's his
A.
name? Grandma looks like, don't say his name.
Well,
Yeah,
Even
well,
here.
that's who's helping the Nexus.
Wow.
So they say. And yet you're keeping us in here, preventing us from doing.
I'm not
Oh,
keeping you.
well,
I'm not keeping you.
Sorry.
So if we
Then
try
take
to
us
leave,
our stuff.
so if we try to leave, you're not going to stop us?
Oh no! It's not my responsibility to combat anyone or do anything of that nature.
So can you tell me what these orbs and what these scrolls are that are on this table?
Perhaps he comes over, walks over to you. He looks at the orbs and he's like, "These have had the magic drained from them.
So they're just useless orbs?
It seems that way.
Could they be recharged? Seth changes back to his human form.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, interesting. I do not know. I don't know if they could or not. You should know that across the hall is usually where they keep the prisoners' goods, but I don't have a key. I really can't help you do anything physical. I'm just here to answer questions ordered by him.
Are you in charge of the other beings that are here, like that tusk devil that came in?
Oh no,
earlier?
no. I'm the butler, basically. I know the mansion well. I know
What's your name?
most of the rooms. The butler. I have no name.
So
He has not given me a name.
That's bullshit. What were your name before?
I do not know. That was a long time ago, and a lot has happened since then. All I really know is I've been here for a very long time. And, of course, my contract is much different than this one. He looks at it. He's like, you have considerably better contract.
He still gets our souls.
Of course. Whether you leave Queensland or not, he will get your soul. This is the way that this contract is written.
We're not doing that.
I think that your choices are very limited, unfortunately. It's stay here, and the longer you're here, which the time we've spent talking already has clicked away and could perhaps have
Is
been...
that going to do anything to me if I just touch it, that contract?
No, you must sign it with your own blood for it to be taken into
Sure.
effect.
Sheila, is there a bag on the table or anything?
Yeah, there's a bag of scrolls.
Right?
They don't go magical, though.
Just gonna walk over and look at it. Pick one up and look at it.
Okay. It's a contract. Signed in blood. Jargon is the guy's name, whoever it is.
Just gonna look through these and see if Zen's was in here.
There's a lot. There's probably 45, 50 contracts in this bag. You're just going to go through and start reading them all?
throw them in the fire.
Should look for the butlers.
Well, let's not walk up to Butler.
Okay.
Try and use her charisma and come on us to join him.
Okay.
Just reach out and touch him on the arm.
The imp follows you. You reach out and touch him on the arm. So he faces you. When you turn around to walk towards you, he just kind of faces you and puts his hands together and he's like, smiles at you. And you reach out and touch him. He's like, but he lets you. He's just like, for what? Oh, touching me? No.
Is the door still open?
When he came through the door, they closed behind him, but the fire is not there anymore.
Can I open it and look out in the hallway?
can if you want.
Would you mind showing me the room where our items are kept?
So Seth, you come and open the door. You see a tusk devil on the outside in this hallway,
Mm-hmm.
who turns and looks at you.
And that's in his human form.
He just looks at you. He's doesn't seem to be scared like he was when you turned into the lion. When you growl at him in human form, he just kind of looks at you with burning eyes.
So don't engage if you don't have to.
He looks at you and he's like, well, it's across the hall. I can't really assist you, but the fact that when I leave here, I'll need to lock these doors right here.
I thought you said you were free to roam.
You are, but I can't assist you in any way.
Ryan will pick up the contract from Mephistopheles,
Okay?
roll it up, grab a quill, put it with it, and put it in that bag of scrolls,
Okay.
and tie the bag up, and try to fashion it to a belt.
Okay.
She's gonna grab the map.
She doesn't have a belt.
No, she doesn't. Her burlap sack.
There's really nowhere to tie it.
Well, she'll fucking hold it then.
Okay.
Is there string on the end of it? Like to tie it?
Yes.
So she'll just hang it on her arm.
Okay.
And she'll grab the map and the journal and start walking that way.
Okay. The map and the journal?
Right, those are the only pieces of paper, right?
No.
No?
Well,
I'm sorry.
there's a book, there's a map, there's a journal, and then there's an open book on top of
Oh.
these.
Okay.
Right here. It seems to be, it's open. The book is open in front of you. You want to look at it?
Yeah.
It seems to be talking about some mausoleum.
Okay. Sorry, yeah.
Some mausoleum it's talking about. And the map seems to look like the east, where the eastern mausoleum is, and Clip had and Pindar run into the trouble with that. It seems to be about that. The map seems to be a map to that location.
She's gonna take all that shit,
Okay.
put it in the bag.
Even the orbs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Seth comes back over to the butler.
Timmy's like, I'm kind of getting hungry, but we should probably wouldn't eat this, should we?
No.
Don't touch it.
Okay. All right. Seth comes back over to the butler.
If he seriously wants to help us, he needs to help us without the contract. We would be glad to have him as an ally. But,
I can't let him know any of that until he returns, though, and I don't know when that will be.
well then,
But I will as soon as I can, I will be happy to help you.
okay. But we're not going to give up our souls.
Let's get her stuff.
Let's go get our stuff.
She's gonna start walking towards the door.
Mm-hmm. Him too.
Okay.
Come on, Timmy.
He's like, I'm coming. He's like, man, this is not right.
No.
That food looks so good.
On
What
purpose.
if you eat it and it turns to worms in your
Oh, I
mouth?
know. I'm not going to eat it now, but I'm just saying it looks really, really tasty.
On purpose.
Those cherries and apples, and it looks really good, you guys. When you guys start to walk out the door, the butler smiles and he comes over, and as you get closer to the door itself, doll, the key opens the door. It just automatically opens it, like when you get within 5 feet of it or so.
Nice. And it's in between her boobs. She's amazing.
Yeah, it just opens for you. So you guys come into this hallway, and this tusk devil that's looking at you doesn't attack you.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
When he gets on the outside, he locks the door like he's supposed to. He tells you that He cannot assist you in any way, but right across there is where your equipment is. And he steps on the other side of this tusk devil, who looks at you semi-aggressively when you start going over towards the door with equipment and things like
Can
that.
she grab a chain before she walks out of the room? The spike chain.
I thought you already did.
Okay, I was making sure I had
Okay.
it.
And you look into that doorway. And you can see into the room. The bars have lightning and fire wrapped around them that look magical in nature. As you look over there. And you roll an observation.
Wait, stop that.
Yes. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to roll it there.
All of us or one of us?
Anybody looking through there?
I rolled, yeah, 10.
I rolled a 5. Okay.
Yep. All right. Let's take it a little bit for this. Is just a lag. So you see
Does not like that music.
something. You see a room with chests, and you would notice with your observation that the floor itself has some prints on it that look hoofed, that go across the carpet. And that's what the room looks like.
Ryan will say to the butler, does this creature right here only speak Infernal?
Yes.
If we try to go in this room, is he gonna be aggressive with us?
Most likely.
Back to lion form.
He turns and looks at you and return to lion form and kind of backs up a little bit. And the butler says, well, if there's any other assistance that you require, just call for me and I will come. And he starts kind of backing up away from you guys, going this way. Good luck. I hope you don't wait too long. Or, yes, I hope everything goes well for you, he says. Yes.
My aggression is not towards him, it's towards that corner.
Okay. And he goes up here, and you see him walk into this green fog underneath this doorway and goes and heads up north. Disappears. Into the fog.
How far away does that thing back up? Does it continue to...
Just a couple feet.
I would just move towards him.
Okay.
Can you look at him and try and locate where that red stone is on him?
So around his waist, there's some kind of stone on his belt.
Does it look like the stone?
It does. It does. He just kind of looks at you like, He growls back at that point. And he has these huge tusks and his mouth opens up. Spit and what looks like some kind of slight ember flame in his mouth kind of spills out when he does that. And his eyes burn this orange color.
Full roar.
Okay.
Is the door on? The door. Do the flames move when I step up to it?
So you're going to step up to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the door unlocks. The flames remove and the door unlocks. The lightning stops and the door opens up.
Look inside.
As soon as the door opens, he looks at you guys and kind of looks around and lets out a roar. Almost seems like he's calling someone.
I
Roll initiative.
got my detect magic and looking in the room to try and prepare stuff.
Oh, no.
Okay, you just see a bunch of chests in the room. You do notice that there's hooves, muddy hooves that go across the carpets
What chest?
over to this chest. It looks like somewhere over here.
Are we on initiative now? Do I have to
Yes.
wait?
We're gonna go on initiative, but I'm gonna give you this one last thing since you had detect magic up.
Mm-hmm.
The carpet in front of you on the floor is magical.
Mm.
Detects magic. Okay, so yeah.
What school?
Can you tell that you're a witch?
I didn't know. That's what I was asking.
No, only magic users can do that. Yeah, you don't know unless you have the proficiencies or something
Yeah,
like
if you
that,
have the
or the skills.
no magic learned skill
Yeah.
with detect magic, you can do it.
Yep. So yeah, you're not sure what school. Yeah. So, all right. 10s and above.
Or no, 12.
12. You'll go first.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay.
It doesn't seem to be threatening you directly. It seems to be looking at Seth and Doll. Mainly Doll, who walked up to the door. Huh?
Cat form?
Okay.
Because I'm kind of behind all of them, right?
You are. Okay.
I'm sorry. So the lightning and fire is gone.
Yes.
That rug detected magic.
Well, you don't know that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you don't know the rug's magical.
She's gonna come up against this wall.
This one?
Yeah, not
Okay.
touch it, but come up against it and hold.
Okay.
And wait and see if anybody else is gonna come.
So you're looking backwards, or
Yeah.
okay. All right. 12s, 11s, 10s, 9s, 8s. 8. Break, you two.
Then
8.
You'll go first, Seth. So, in cat form, in lion form, you have 2 claws and a bite. If you hit with both claws, you also have a rake attack with your back claws.
okay.
It's going to be 1d6 per strike with each claw, 1d6 for the bite, plus 14 on all those.
Okay.
Damage, plus 7 to hit with them.
Okay.
I believe. Hold on just a second. No. Yes, plus 7. Plus 7 to hit.
All right.
And what level are you?
Um, 5.
Bounty Hunter, correct?
Yep.
All right. 5th level bounty hunter. So you need 24 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, plus 7.
Correct.
So you need 17 or above. Call them out. Which one's which? You know, which one's your claws? Because if both claws hit,
Claw 1 is a 3. That's
10.
10.
Miss.
That's a 17.
Hit. One claw hits.
And then the white is also a 17.
That hits. Roll damage. It'll be 14. 1d6 plus 14.
Okay, so 17. 16.
Okay. Doll,
Yes.
your attack.
She is going to cast a third level spell.
Okay. On an 8.
Yep.
So it goes off on a 5.
Yep.
Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5. Doll. Spell goes off. What did you cast?
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I did space I was reading. Dispel magic.
On what?
The carpet. You said the carpet was magical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to dispel magic in the carpet.
Roll personal dice for me.
Four.
Your spell goes off and hits the carpet. You can still see magic on it. You think at this point it might be a magic item.
The carpet itself.
Yeah.
Well, I know what it is, but dolls
Do you?
know what it is.
Do you?
I might.
You might. It's the one right in front of the door.
So, is the Tusk Devil paying attention to Ren?
No.
So she's
No,
gonna
he-
come up, and she's gonna try to sneak up where he doesn't notice her.
Okay.
She's gonna try to get a backstab on him with that chain. Like she's gonna come out of that her cat form and hit him with the chain and try to get a backstab.
Okay.
So,
So you're gonna have to set up this
Okay,
round
this
for
round?
next round.
okay, she'll do that. So I have a
Are you gonna
question.
move silently and hide in shadows, or?
Try, yeah.
So
Very
he
good at
he
it.
seems to be engaging a much bigger cat. You might have bonuses on sneaking around him, so he doesn't seem to be looking at you. You are Calico, so you know you could probably
Use that
do something with Calico abilities that would
to try
enable
to
you.
sneak.
That would enable
She'll do
you
that.
to be invisible, or right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she'll try to do that. Go invisible.
You can.
Can she?
Yeah.
Really? Even here? I didn't think it was gonna work. So somehow.
He doesn't see you're going to be a +4 to hit.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
So, it's a chain.
What was your initiative?
12.
Okay, so yeah, sorry, doll. That's what's going on. She was holding her initiative.
Sorry.
What?
It's a chain.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of weapon is that considered? Is it just a chain, or
Yeah.
how does that work?
No, it's just a chain. You won't get any of your bonuses with a cat of nine tails or anything like
Okay,
that.
so I do have the rope skill.
That'll give you bonuses. How
And
many
the way,
times?
Yeah, the way that works is anything that's like a rope or a chain. I have it times 2.
Okay. So you have bonuses to hit with that. You know what those are, right?
Okay. So I have no
Um,
negatives to hit with this weapon. Correct. Since I have the rope skill.
Yeah, no, you
Even though I'm
wouldn't.
not proficient with
No,
it?
you wouldn't. You wouldn't be at any negatives.
+4 to hit, you said?
Yeah, you're. What level are you?
4.
So you need a 26. What's your supposed to hit for?
+6.
So you need
Total.
20. You need 20 to hit him with the chain. Even with your backstab.
I'll try. We'll see
Okay.
what happens.
Roll 20.
Well, do you want me to set? Do you want me to
Oh
wait?
yeah, no, yeah. Actually,
can
with
wait around?
invisibility, you don't have to wait around.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to wait around with invisibility. You can just take a strike from
Rolling
behind.
our new dice tray for my to hit.
Okay.
Okay, so she has. She's not proficient with the chain. Hold on, I need to see how many attacks she has. I apologize.
It's all right.
Without proficiency, I don't know.
One. You only have one.
Only one?
Yeah. If you're not proficient with it, you get a single attack.
Nope.
Okay. You come out invisibility swing, and you miss him. He doesn't seem to see you. He doesn't even know you're back there. He's just concentrating on this lion and doll, of course.
How many things did I do? I went invisible. I went
So
in
you-
cat form.
You went into cat form, went invisible, moved, came uninvisible,
Okay, I don't
and
have,
swung.
I don't have anything left.
Doll.
When they got kidnapped, she had the wings,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
They're still there, right?
Yeah.
I
So
forgot she had
I did
that.
too till just now. She's gonna fly up
Okay.
above the floor,
All right.
and try and fly to that chest that those tracks lead to.
Okay.
That's on a 5.
The imp goes with you.
She'll pick him up,
Okay.
take him
He flies, you
there.
know.
Oh,
So
cool.
he flies
Okay,
with you.
nice.
He has wings. He just kind of pats his wing, flaps his wings. So you go to here.
So there's nothing magical. Like it looks like
No,
that's
none
the
of the
chest.
chests glow of magic, but all the chests have locks on them.
She'll fly down but not touch the carpet.
Okay.
Just in front of the chest and see if anything he opens it.
This carpet's not glowing magical, by the way.
Ah, it was the other one. Okay, cool. She's still gonna fly. Then.
Okay. She can unlock what chest?
The one that the tracks lead to.
This one.
Yep.
With the key, it unlocks it, no problem. No roll, no nothing.
Open
Okay. You see your stuff in there.
it. Start going over.
Okay. See all of your stuff.
She'll to the left.
So hold on. So you've unlocked the chest. You've
I flew.
flew. You've
That's it.
So
and
she
you're gonna,
can't put her stuff on this ring.
so you're
I get
gonna
an extra action. I ring a free action.
and you're gonna telepathy.
Oh.
So which one are you gonna do?
I don't have
Yeah, you don't have your ring of reaction on. Yeah,
Sorry.
you could put it on first though.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what she would do. She would
Yeah.
be putting her shit on.
Make an intelligence check to make sure that she thinks that if she puts the ring of reaction on first, it'll give her a free action and then she can put her equipment on.
Yes.
Okay. So you can start putting your shit on, doll. As you're grabbing your stuff, there's a couple scimitars laid over the top of them that you have to move out of the way.
Can I? Is there like a material or something?
So it looks like it's got that they're in scabbards, and it looks like that the scabbards are made of some kind of dragon scale that's like shadowy color.
Is it magical? Is it all magical?
Yeah, it all glows.
She'll just try to grab her stuff and run under it. Those are Seth's scimitars.
Correct.
Yeah, she doesn't want to touch those
Okay. All right.
You don't want to throw them to Seth?
for nothing. And if she can't find anything to move them with, she'll take her knapsack off and use it to move shit out of the way,
Okay.
and then start putting her clothes on.
You can move it with the scabbard if you want,
Okay.
but like, do you touch the blade? Is my question,
No,
or do you
fuck
touch
no.
the handle? Or okay.
She don't want to touch none of it.
Yeah, don't blame her. All right, I'll allow you to do that while you're doing that. Do you have any more actions, or you've got attacks? So what was your initiative? Your initiative was 8,
I was
right?
on a 5.
5. That's right, because your spell 4 to go over there, 3 to put everything on. So yeah, he's going to get an attack. He's going to attack Seth. Armor class without anything on, just your dexterity, or in lion form actually.
Is that on a 4?
Huh?
Is that on a 4 that he attacks?
Yeah. So you're going to have a a 5 armor class minus your dex in lion form.
1.
You have 1 on dex?
You said
Plus.
Or, I'm sorry, you plus.
So it'd be 9.
So you have a 9 armor class? Okay. He swings with a claw and hits. Swings the other claw and misses. He slashes you once, and then tries to slash you a second time and misses you. But he slashes you for 7 hit points. That's the end of his attacks. He can move, so he is going to... Actually... Seth, you can get a free attack on him as he moves past you, to try to get to Dahl. And take his move, and he jumps over this carpet, depending on what happens.
17.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Dude, that value says roll like 417.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
14. 14 plus.
19. Yeah.
Okay. 19 damage. That was your other claw. You hit with both claws. You now get a rake attack as he passes past you. You can try to stop him,
Nice.
and it basically stops him from going after Dahl. So a rake attack needs still name. You need a 17 to hit or whatever. With I think natural 17.
19.
That hits, and it'll do 2d6 plus 14.
So that's what? 20?
Okay. All right. You got kind of in a grapple situation with this beast, this creature, and you're able to stop it. New round, which would be Rin. He still has not seen you. You still have a surprise attack if you want to try to take it, but regardless, you need a 20. So, do you want to do that?
Natural 20, natural 20, come on.
This dice has rolled several natural 20s, so. Damn it! 17.
Miss. Ah.
So close.
Hold on. Seth is grappling with him so he won't get his dexterity.
It's 23 total.
Hold on. I think that may hit. I think that may hit. Hold on. So you needed a 26 to hit. And so now you need a 22. You need a 22 to hit with Seth grappling.
23.
You hit. Roll damage, and it's backstab damage.
So it's.
Nice.
She's 4th level. It's not very appreciated. Let's see what What's the damage with the chain?
1d6.
Plus her strength.
Timmy would have set up for a backstep too.
8. 8 damage, even
Okay.
with her times you for
That's
the
fine.
back. No. Hold on. 6, 7, 14. I'm sorry. Not 8. 14. I looked it to hit, not damage. 14. That's a little bit better.
All right.
Yeah. That's a little better. That's not great.
It is. It is a little better. Okay.
I forgot that it might be damage.
Damage from
We,
Oh,
What
yeah,
two?
He added
yeah.
never mind.
Plus 7, plus 14. You have a 25 strength
Yeah.
when you're in that form.
this in her.
Okay. Yeah, do what you need to do.
Huh?
Timmy swings, and 18 plus his pluses. He's going to hit with a stone. What do you want to call it? Horn from the statue.
You need another fishing.
You guys are just hacking into him. He seems to be hurt, but he's not dead that round. So new round was 12 initiative. I forgot Timmy would have done that before you did that, and then you did that.
Okay.
And now, actually, no, you would have done that first because he had to wait around. He
Right.
just did that 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. You guys, and it's you first.
I guess I'm still raking.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have a hold of him. It's a grappling situation. You
Like
can
my
choose
cat goes,
you can choose to rake this round. And you'll get a +4 to hit by doing that, or you can disengage and try to do 2 claws and a bite. It's up to you.
Natural 18 plus whatever the.
What are you doing? Did you disengage or
No,
did
I'm
you
raking.
raking? Okay, so it's 2d6 plus 14, and you still have a hold of him. So 20. All right. Doll. You got all your equipment.
She's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's.
You can't do it like that.
Yeah, is there any way that she can.
You know, actually, your action was to get in there and start putting your shit on, but each thing that you put on would be an action in combat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you put the ring on last time, gave you a free action. What would you have put on? I'm so sorry. I can't allow you to put all your equipment on in one segment, in 1 second. So
Clothes,
Um,
bags.
10 seconds you will. Like if you want to spend this round doing nothing but putting your equipment on, then I'll say you put everything on.
Well, the next thing she would grab would be the divinity stone, so that
Okay.
she could telepathy everybody. I've got our equipment here.
Okay.
And
So-
then start putting stuff on.
That's 2 actions. Third action, you can start to put on stuff and then take the
And
rest of the round.
telepathy. No, it's she just telepathy with her.
Okay.
I've got all of our stuff in this room.
On an 8. All right. 7, 6. Seth, he's trying to break free, and he has no success. You've got a hold of him. Your claws are dug into him. He misses the escape attempt. And then Timmy. That will miss. Roll percentile dice for me, someone. Timmy fumbles.
39.
Okay. All right, his attack ends. Nothing odd. He had to just make a dex check. So it'll be new around. We're going to take a real quick break, and we will be right back. We'll start round 3 at initiative of 12.
Dun,
Okay,
dun,
alright.
dun.
And we're back. We are on round 3.
Initiative 12, right?
Yep, that would be Rin. Rin.
Okay. I'm not invisible anymore, am I?
No.
Okay. I guess I'll just hit him with a chain.
Okay. All right.
What's his negatives? He's still grappled, right?
He's still, so you need a 22 to hit. You have a +4 for surprise, but you don't have that anymore.
I don't. So
You'll have the +4. You have a +4 because Seth has a hold of him right now.
And then I have a +3.
Okay, so +7. You need a 22, so you need a 15 to hit.
Natural 20! Look! I got a natural 20, look!
Nice, yeah.
Roll percentile dice. Nat 20.
41. That's my new favorite dice right there.
Okay. Times 2 damage.
Okay. And it's a d6, right?
Yeah.
10?
That's times 2.
Oh, no.
Okay.
20.
20?
20.
He looks hurt. He looks hurt. You feel him weaken a little bit when she hits him.
And I'll go back invisible.
Okay. So, to do that, you have to go back into cat form.
And I only have one action this round.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go back into cat form.
Okay. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Set.
Bite and rake.
Okay. And you can since you have a hold of him, you can take all your attacks, your rake, your 2 claws up front, and your bite.
So that's a 19, natural 19
For claw.
Hit.
for the bite.
Okay.
And then rake. That's a 14, so 14 plus what?
You
Plus 7, so that would be a 21.
you need a 26.
No, so
that one
that
misses.
the rake didn't hit.
Now you have your other 2 claws too.
Okay, so 2 claws. I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Roll,
fuck.
roll percentile dice.
That. 45.
Okay. All right. I'm like, what the hell? So, go ahead and make a dexterity check.
15, it's under my deck.
Okay. It ends your attacks. Nothing else happens. Go ahead and roll damage on your bite.
I think it's a D6.
Plus 14.
6 plus 14. So that's
20?
20.
That kills him. He goes unconscious at 0. He stops moving.
Rip his throat.
So actually, you would probably, rip his throat. So you swing and then roll a 1. So he's unconscious, and it's going to be Doll. You're in that room over here.
So we'll start gathering everybody's stuff.
Okay, out of that chest.
Yeah.
Okay. All the gear is in there. You see Timmy's stuff. You see Rin's stuff and Seth's stuff. All of it.
She'll actually telepathy to everybody. Oh, they can't get past that.
So the end of the round, that will end the round right there. So I'll just say that you guys can get it. You're on top of him. He's not moving, bleeding out.
So we all get our stuff and get dressed?
Is that what you do?
Mhm.
Just leave him there and okay.
Randall asked Seth, will you fly me over that carpet?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Put all their stuff on.
All
Your
right.
equipment.
So you guys are all going inside. Timmy, he'll jump over that. And Seth flies you over there.
Randall say.
Do you set her down on the carpet? The second carpet?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'll sit down too.
Okay. Nothing happens.
After, as we're all getting our equipment on, Randall say he called for backup or something, so we might have more coming. Also, I wanted to say, there might be more prison cells, you guys. There might be more people trapped here. Look at all these chests. Yeah, the more of us there are, the better chance we have of getting out of here alive.
Yeah.
She's got the keys.
We do. So maybe we should go back down there and see.
I'm okay with that.
What kind of tracks are these? I know nobody here's a ranger or anything, but
They're
they-
hooved.
do they look like the Minotaur tracks that they saw
Yeah.
with the Medusa? She'll say that it could be. A
Seth has
Minotaur.
tracking.
Well, everybody's getting dressed. I was gonna feel out and see if there are any more familiars.
Can I identify these?
Yeah. Did you make a roll?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
I did remember.
Okay. Yeah. Probably Minotaur.
So, mention that.
It could be a devil too. You're not sure that it has hooves, but you think it's Minotaur because it matches. It's similar to the ones that you guys saw before. You guys can get all dressed, and you doll's going to do.
She's gonna
What-
feel to see
okay,
if
she-
can find another familiar.
You reach out and you can feel potential familiars within a mile. You're not exactly sure what they are,
The house.
but there are things that you could attempt to snatch a hold of, and once you got a hold of it, then you could be able to tell what it was. But and you can have two, right? Right now at your level.
What's the closest thing to us? She'll try to reach out.
Okay. Off in this direction over here, around this area right here, you feel that there's something right there.
I'll grab a hold of it.
It's right here. Actually. Okay. It's some kind of larva. It has no eyes, no hearing. You can feel that it is feeding on pure magic. And it's voraciously hungry, and you can tell that whatever is around it, that there's something like it around it doing the same thing, because it's feeling panicked about getting enough of the food, enough of the magic, enough of the sustenance that it's eating up. You know that it's green and looks like a worm. It's about this big. And yeah, that's all you know. And you have it as a familiar. And you can feel it. You can feel it eating some sort of intestinal
Oh,
something.
fucking love, let it go.
Feel the taste in your mouth, or sense the taste in your mouth.
Ah!
It tastes like intestines that taste like angel food cake.
Reach out.
You let go?
Yeah.
Okay. You let go of it.
Yeah.
So what were you guys were putting the rest of you guys putting your equipment on, correct?
Don't you like hot dogs?
Yeah, get all my equipment on.
Okay.
Get all my stuff. Make sure everything's present.
All right.
Is all my stuff there?
Yeah, nothing is taken. Everything is there. The necklace was taken, but you got it back.
And had it clean because it had poop on it.
Yeah, but other than that, nothing else was taken. Not a single thing. It's all
Let's go
still
see.
like it was.
Let's go see if we can find some allies, you guys. The more of us there are, the better chance we have.
So
You can't look through these other chests.
if
We
you
don't
take
have time.
if you take a left out of this door and go down, there are some type of larvae that are feeding on pure magic. I don't know what that means other than that.
What?
I'm gonna tell what's his name?
Kavanaugh?
Kavanaugh. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell Kavanaugh that the next time that we get approached or attacked, can we go invisible? Yeah?
Yes.
So the next time we get approached or attacked, what I'd like for you to do is to go invisible and try to get rid of the red stones that are on these people are on these demons that are fighting. If you can get those red stones off of them, my magic will work against them.
Do you know what that red stone will do if I take it
I don't.
from that dead thing?
I don't.
He would ask, he's like, is that what it was? At that point, you do see the thing move.
Let's slice its throat.
Walk up to it and slice the roll of 20. You use the scimitar?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can't see what it was. 20.
Nice.
A natural 20?
Natural 20.
You fucking chop his head off with a natural 20 and it kills him. The stone goes dead. You see the magic that's on the stone go. You realize he was not dead. He was regenerating. But you kill him.
What happens if I touch the stone?
I don't know.
Capital.
No, I mean, what happens when I touch the stone?
Oh, you're going to touch it?
Oh.
Nothing. Nothing.
So it's a belt?
It's a belt with a stone attached to it. Yeah.
Take the belt.
Okay.
Put
Take
on.
it off. All right. Okay.
Anything?
No.
Doesn't glow or nothing.
Nope. The stone doesn't glow or anything.
I'll just hang on to it for now.
Okay.
Does the carpet do anything if I touch it? Just reach
This
out.
carpet right here,
Yeah.
you're gonna reach down and touch it.
Yeah.
Make a saving throw versus spells.
Mm,
14.
I rolled 18.
All right. You save. It starts. Your hand starts to stick to it and get sucked into it. It's like the carpet itself becomes liquid, kind of, and it goes. Starts to pull you in, and your magic, your saving throw make your saving throw, and you pull your hand back away.
So we don't want to take this with us.
Maybe.
Timmy's like, "What's it do?"
We tried to suck my hand in.
We could roll it up and take it with us, and if things come at us, throw it out in front of us.
All right. Then I'll try to roll it up.
So, you just gonna grab it again,
Well,
or
no, I'm going to go to the end of it,
okay?
reach underneath it,
Okay.
and try to roll it down.
You can do that. It doesn't. You don't need a saving throw when you reach underneath it, and you can roll it up.
Cool.
Yeah.
And guess what? I got a bag of holding and throw it in.
Okay. You gonna put it in your bag of holding? Okay.
Wait,
Wait. What?
wait,
Okay.
wait. If that's an extra dimensional space,
Oh.
and you put that in your bag of holding, it's gonna blow up.
So I don't put it in the
So
bag.
he's like right at the edge of trying to put it in there when you say that.
I got a regular bag. I can try to put it in here.
We don't know if that's an extra dimensional space or not. We just need to be careful.
So I'll just put it. I've got a normal bag. I can throw it in there.
Okay. It's you roll it up to where it's about 5 foot across.
Okay. It'll just stick out of the bag.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you guys want to do? What now?
Well, let's check the cells and see if there's other people alive. If they're not, I'm coming back here and see what else is in these chests.
Okay. Let's do it.
Am I greedy or what?
I don't think it's greed. If they're not alive, then we can use those things to
Right?
help us survive. You guys, feels like a game.
Uh-huh.
I don't like this.
It is a game. So
Like,
he has no intention of killing us.
no, he doesn't. And the thing is, too, is she's saying this as they're walking. The thing is if he wants us to leave Queensland so that we can accumulate power, like he said,
Mm-hmm.
and we refuse to sign these contracts, it's like he's putting us here to accumulate power.
Mm-hmm.
Either way. Like, I have no problem leaving Queensland. I'm just not giving up my soul.
No, me either.
Timmy's like, me neither, man. Fuck that shit.
You guys have already been gone from Queensland for 2 months. We need to hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours, so it's 60 days
Let's
that you've
go.
been gone so far.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so you guys come back out into the hall. When you get past the doorway, doll, and you start heading down this hallway, the flames and lightning come back on the doors.
Everything's out though, right?
Yeah, you guys are all out. You guys are all right here. And you're going to head down this hallway
Yep.
and come to this door.
Yep.
Take a gander inside,
Yep.
I would assume.
Seth's keeping watch on the hallway.
Okay. Sorry. So you look in through the lightning and the fire of this room, and you see a green glow coming from inside. It looks like there is a dragon, a green dragon, but it looks pretty young, and it's sitting in some sort of pentagram, asleep. There are, next to it, you can see dragon scales being dried. It looks like dragons have been skinned, and they're sitting there being dried out, 2 scales. And yeah, that's what you see. And the scales are green dragon, both of them.
We need to free it.
Is it asleep?
Yeah, it seems to be asleep.
Does the lightning and stuff disappear when we walk up to this door?
No, unless Doll does.
Yeah. She would.
All right, the door opens and unlocks, and the gates open, and the fire and the flame and electricity stop.
She'll
That will wake it up.
she'll say, hey,
It turns really quickly and looks at the door.
are you trapped here? Like, she looks really gentle and sweet.
And nods yes.
Would you hurt us if we let you go? Excuse me.
Maybe we can help each other get out?
How do we break this shit?
Says something, but you don't hear
Can I
it.
try to interpret what it is by reading his lips?
Do you have lip reading or reading lips? No?
So, I don't think so.
No. I do not.
Then no.
Oh, you know what? I do have that. I have
Should go like
the
this.
languages.
You what?
Have the languaging secondary skill with the help?
No, you can't hear him or her.
Okay.
You can't hear it.
Both directions are clear, right?
Yeah, you don't see anything coming in either direction.
Okay. I'm going to look at this circle.
Okay, this one in here.
Yeah.
Do you step in or?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go in the room. It looks at you very like help me, the help me look on its
Yeah.
face when you come in. Are you the rest of you coming in too, or?
Yeah.
Can I, is there any way, like, use my blade or something to cut the circle? Or disrupt
Oh,
the circle?
so the circle itself have ruins carved into the stone.
Yeah.
So your sword's not going to disrupt that. It looks like a permanent circle. It doesn't look like, chalk or anything like that.
And does anybody have dispel magic?
Yeah.
Somebody did have dispel magic at one point.
I do.
So there's no way to, like, cut the runes from the stone, or...
I'm sure there might be some kind of way to do it, but it does, like, just scraping it, or it would take quite a bit. I mean, you could maybe remove one of the stones. I mean, they are cobblestones.
Yeah,
They look like.
I have pittons that I can...
Okay.
into-
All right.
try to break it
So
that way.
you're going to try to do one that's outside this circle, but also into the circle.
Yes.
Okay. Roll 20
Yes.
to hit the piton in.
Yeah. 11. So,
That's good enough.
okay.
It goes in under the stone, and you pry it up. Soon as it comes up and you are able to move it out of it, the magic dissipates and the whole thing disappears, like all of it. Just the magic, the ruins are still within the stone, but the magic itself disappears, and it kind of moves out of the circle over to where you guys are standing.
Good.
It's about 10 feet long. Is a baby.
Baby.
She'll look at him. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
You hear a male voice say, "Thank you.
Most
Thank you, friend."
Are those your scales?
No, brother, sister.
Oh.
He goes over to him when you say that, and he sniffs them, and then you see he kind of lowers his head and
We can't leave those here.
kind of moves the scales as they're dry, where they're drying out. He kind of moves it with his head, and
We can't leave those here.
he looks very distraught.
Can we take those? Are you okay if we take those? Because we can't leave those here for him. We can bury them.
They are no good now, except for use. You can make armor out of that.
Okay.
It might help against poison, he says.
No, I just don't want to leave it here. Okay. Then he'll collect it and...
Timmy will help you. He'll go over and help you with it. By the time you roll this up, it's about 10 foot wide and about 20 foot long. You'll have to, it's twice the size of the carpet you have. Each of these is. So,
And look at Ren. These can go in the bag of holding. Try it. If it blows up, it blows up.
it goes in. No problem. You can put both. You can roll them up, put both those into the bag of holding.
Okay. And not blow anything up.
Let's go look at the other senses.
Okay. And follow.
What
Check
What
the
is your
hallway.
name? He says.
And we'll introduce ourselves.
Okay.
Check the hallway first.
He tells you his name is Teardrop.
Beautiful name.
You're going to help get me out of here?
Yes.
Are you hurt at all? Do you need healing?
No. He just follows you.
Okay.
If you guys decide you're going to leave, he'll come out of the cell with you, and he'll follow you.
Okay.
I don't have a token for him,
It's okay.
but nonetheless, he'll be with you. Sound good?
Absolutely.
Sound good. All right. all
You
y'all.
didn't realize we were gonna free all the prisoners.
Well, I didn't know what you do. So you head down this direction.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the one we were in, and there was nobody else in there with us.
There was
right?
no one else in that cell where you guys were at. The imp, he just flies next to you, doll. And he hasn't said much. He's just kind of been real quiet after his initial meeting with you. He hasn't really said much.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Let's get out. Let's get out of here. You guys come up to this door right here, and you're going to try to look through there. If you're having doll go up, then the door will unlock from the key. You don't even have to use the key. Like, you just walk up and it unlocks.
It's just crazy.
So do you want to do that? You want doll to come in front?
Sure.
Okay. You see another cell.
Anybody in it?
It seems to be empty as you look in there.
And I'll say hello. Look into the cell.
No answer. No reply.
Keep going.
Oh yeah. Hand Timmy a pack of rations. He said he was hungry.
Okay. Yeah. You do have your packs. He tells you he's got some food.
Okay.
He's like, thanks, though.
You said you were hungry.
Well, it was, but we didn't have our food on us.
Okay.
So yeah, he'll take some beef jerky. You need it. You guys gonna go down to the next cell now. So in this cell, you can see that there's some chains on the wall. There's a toilet, a couple beds, or shithole basically, and a grate in the floor.
For taking a leak.
Do you guys go up and investigate the room, or just look? Just look.
We don't have time to go
'Kay.
investigate.
All right. You are on bot time, that's for sure. So you're gonna head down to the next two.
Yep.
They seem to be cells as well. I'm just gonna copy and paste these real quick because moving this is an issue. When we need it, I'll just bring it down. Pretty much the same. The layout's a little different on both sides.
But unoccupied.
But empty and unoccupied. You gonna keep going?
Yep.
All right. You get down to the bottom down here. And these two cells down here are exactly the same. And they are empty. Except for this last one here. And you see a dead body on the floor. Sitting in the center of the floor. You look over on this side. And it looks like the magic on that side is much different. There's some kind of strange magic, and it's colored. It's like lightning, but it's not. And as you gaze in, you see a dead unicorn. And doll, you know that this is where the larvae were eating on the body. It stinks, doll. When you walk up and the magic goes down, a smell comes into the hallway of dead, rotting flesh. You look at the ground and you can see there's some kind of burnt, like ember still burning on the floor, and some kind of explosion or impact area. And then the unicorn's just laying there bleeding. Blood is on the floor. It looks dried and caked and old.
Is its horn been taken?
No, it's still on its head.
I wonder if you could say that. I'll tell everybody, so there's a bunch of larvae in here feeding on this unicorn, just so you guys are aware. She's fine still.
Okay.
I think if you have a piece, it should be just like a person, right? Like if you have a piece of it, you should be able to bring it back. With the unicorn, probably its horn as well, right?
Looking at Ren, can I try something? Turn into a tiger
Okay.
and go and try to see if I can bring it back.
Okay. You turn into a tiger, you come around into this room, and you're going to try to, like, just raise it from the dead or whatever. You reach out with a paw and touch it, or what do you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens. You feel like you don't have any spells. You don't have any spells in this form. You feel pretty strong, though. Okay. It's doing that thing. I apologize.
Just need to begin the cast.
Okay. Seth, as you're staying there, you do see the stomach of the unicorn move.
You should,
Okay, so she's gonna cast a clean animal spell.
Okay.
It says this spell allows the witch to clean animals in the area of effect, inside and out, curing any disease or rot. It also grooms the animal's hair, teeth, talons, and extremities. This spell also heals 3 hit points per level of damage in an animal.
All right. You cast it. You see the movement stop. You no longer feel that there's something you could connect with as a familiar inside of this thing. You clean it. This cleans up the blood, cleans up everything. It looks like it's fine now. It looks serene and.
So she'll reach down and put her hand on its chest and see if she can feel anything.
No. There's no movement. No
Try
heart rate.
Try it again.
Nothing.
Even with both claws.
So yeah, no. No.
There's
Ren
some
will
way
walk
that-
in
Okay.
and walk over there.
There's some way that we can shrink it down and we can take it back with us.
Timmy will come in. The dragon stays in the hall. The little dragon, it stays out here in the hall.
The horn and some of its DNA. And then
Yeah.
we can restore it.
You want me to take the horn?
We can't carry a whole unicorn with us.
Okay. And
There's no way.
we'll go back to.
I mean, that horn is really dangerous.
I do not feel right about dismembering a unicorn. I'm not okay with that.
Well, it's either taking it with us. We can't just pick up the full body of the unicorn. I'm saying take it so we can take it to a temple or something and get it restored. And if you were to put that horn in a bag of holding, it would pierce it. If you were to put the unicorn in a bag of holding, the horn would pierce it and it would blow up.
So she's gonna try and cast a weightless spell.
Okay. All right. You cast it. The unicorn becomes weightless. You can just walk up and it's like it weighs nothing.
She'll do that.
Okay.
She'll pick it up.
All right.
Her arms underneath it and pick it up.
Okay. You can carry it. It doesn't weigh anything.
This is the last of the cells?
It seems to be. It goes somewhere out here. You're not sure where. You haven't gotten there and looked yet, but yeah, it seems to be the last of the cells down here
Okay.
in this area, at least.
So what now?
We keep going, I guess.
You want to go back and empty those chests, or
Yeah.
there might be something we could use.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Timmy's like, there was another direction that butler went in too.
There
Right.
was.
Maybe
That green
we should
glow.
look that way. Yeah.
Let's go back up there.
Hey, if it's green, maybe it's poison. Maybe that. He looks over at the dragon. Maybe the dragon can help us with it.
Good point.
What's your name again? He says to the dragon.
Teardrop.
And he goes, Deirdre. Yes. He goes, could you help us get through poison? And he says, possibly, yes, depending on the situation. So you guys are talking as you go up this hallway and you come back into this room. Carpet's missing. You guys have gotten that. You start going through these chests. You go in there, doll with a key. They're empty. Every single one of them is empty.
Hmm.
There you go.
Takes you a little while to go through them all.
Let's go, guys. We don't have a. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
Timmy says, so it's 30 days for every hour we're in hell on the Prime?
Yeah.
And that means we've already been gone for 2.5 months.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
want
believe
to
this
know.
come for
Yeah.
us.
Why is something come for us? And like, I thought we were supposed to be being watched. Like there were people following us around. Like what?
We had 2 groups of assassins protecting us.
Are they here? And we just can't see them?
Hmm.
Or did they just not? Were they not able to follow us?
I think we
wonder?
were captured and they couldn't follow us. We were brought to hell. They all probably know where we are, but how do they get here? I don't think they can get here. Do you?
I don't know how they could follow us because of her.
Exactly. They don't know where we're at, maybe because of you.
Don't blame her. You just
Well, I don't mean in a bad way. I mean from her abilities.
Right.
That has kept us alive.
Yeah.
We should reach out to torture.
Hey, he said Mephistopheles isn't here.
Right.
She's gonna stop in her mind and she's gonna focus with Catlink
Okay.
and try to connect to Penda. The
Nothing.
Catlink.
Nothing.
Nothing? Fuck. It's supposed to work like 9 things removed or
Yeah.
something. That's why I figured it might work.
Doesn't have any connection when you do it.
Maybe I should put one of you outside of it. So that you can be DNA on.
I'll step out.
Not
no,
you.
not you. Anybody but you.
I was kidding.
Crazy ass. I'll step out.
So you got to go a long way away.
I can bring it in.
Okay.
I'll bring it in.
How far?
Just to just around
Okay.
us.
All right. You bring in your aura and of non-detection, and doll, where you gonna step
She's gonna fly over to the other side.
of the room?
Yeah.
Okay, just like over there.
Yeah.
Okay. You're. Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna look at Kavanaugh.
Like over here. Okay. Kavanaugh follows you, DM.
We're gonna look at Kavanaugh and say, hey,
Yeah.
imps answer divinations, right?
He
In the
looks
lower
over at you.
planes.
Should I answer her? What was your question?
Imps answer divinations, right? Like
Sometimes,
next to
some
the lower
imps.
planes.
Some imps.
Have you done that?
Yeah. People have asked me questions before.
Do you lie to him?
A lot.
Hey, have you stolen anything else since we left that first room?
No.
Did I already tell you not to steal from anybody in the party?
No.
Don't steal from my friends.
Okay. These
My
friends.
thought was, is that there are people deviating on us, and I know that Zen deviates on the lower planes a lot. She does that all the time. I'm just curious if we can get a message out.
Timmy's like, that's a great idea.
You say.
Can you get messages out of here? He looks at Kavanaugh and he kind of looks over at you like, answer him? Yes.
So you can get messages to our friends.
If somebody asks me a question, I can tell them things, yes.
If you get questioned, do you know who's deviating?
I haven't got any questions in a long time. Well, since I've been with you.
Because you run your
Oh.
maybe now that we're
So, can you tell who's deviating when they ask you questions?
No.
No?
No. Not unless they tell me. They don't usually tell you. Most of my divinations questions come from here, in the hells. Still nothing, doll. Timmy's like, so you got your cube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get out with that?
Probably not from here. I haven't tried. I mean, okay. She'll step out into the hallway.
Okay.
She'll open the portal with the portal cube.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I see.
The cube glows, but no portal opens. It's working, but something's stopping whatever you're trying to do.
I didn't even figure that was going to be the case. Yeah, it's not working, guys. It's not working. So, Kavanaugh told us that there were portals.
Down the hall, you hear a door slam, a gate and a door.
She'll go back into the room. I just heard something. Should go Catherine go invisible.
Okay.
Centaurs come out.
All right.
She'll be looking, kind of peeking out the door
Uh,
at the edge.
oh, she's gonna go to the door, invisible, and look at. All right. So she's right here. Right. Here, I'll move it up.
Yeah.
You're good. Sit down. I got you. I got you.
Yes.
You don't see anything, but you can hear something down the hall.
Ask Teardrop, is that green stuff down the hallway, is that poison?
Up here?
Yeah,
I don't know. He says I can check.
please.
He would go down that way and walk over and smell, and he'll say yes. The hallway seems to be filled with poison. It's gas. It does not affect me.
No, but it'll affect us.
Hey. She'll look through her bag of holding. I can't remember, but didn't they keep the gas masks from adventuring in the?
Oh, God, yeah.
You
in
did.
the.
You did.
Just like, hey
Mm-hmm.
guys. I don't know if that's like magical poison or what that is, but these might help.
He tells you there is some kind of structure past the poison. Like a building on the left up here.
That's her.
I'm gonna try something really quick while I'm not in hands protection.
Okay.
I'm gonna close her eyes and focusing on love and the unborn child that is protecting her. She, with as Neo, is gonna try to reach out and connect with Eris.
Again,
Some-
that song's in my head.
Some sort of power within you does so, and you connect with it. Eris, you're getting ready for the wedding. You're with Queen Amore, and you're talking about the banquet, and you're talking about musicians and different things like that. And you get a message from Daw. What do you say?
I'm stuck in the front of Hupahu in Mephistopheles mansion.
You guys see her glowing over there. She just starts to glow like, and it's like a white light that's coming off of her.
We're trapped in Mephistopheles mansion. And he won't let us out unless we sign a contract to give him our soul. And I don't care what it means. I'm not giving him my soul. I'm not signing that contract.
So Eris, it's time is not 2.5 months later. It's you had just heard they got captured, so it's been just 30 minutes since you heard.
I will. They don't know where you're at. I will tell them. You said Mephistopheles mansion?
And it's like a prison type section.
Okay.
I have a unicorn that I need to save and make friends with a green dragon.
And you hear around the corner, Rin,
Yeah.
you see some devils.
There it is, guys. Get ready. As Aries, she'll tell all the appropriate people. I know you're not gonna let me plan a rescue right now because we're about to get into a fight, but we'll
Yeah.
do that. Now that she knows
So-
where you're at.
You're invisible, so they don't seem to see you. So they're checking the rooms. Like you could see these 4 tusk devils that are down here are checking these rooms over here. They stop at this room and kind of look in and look ahead up towards where you're at, but they don't seem to see you.
Guys, hide around the corners right here. In the corners of the rooms closest to the door. So they won't see you.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do.
Doc, come on.
She'll fly over there.
Have them all hide.
What?
And she'll come back too.
So what? Where are you gonna hide?
Corner.
She was saying closest to the
Right
bottom.
here.
So like if they walk past,
Right here. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
If she's away from that door, the door should close, right?
It doesn't. They haven't done that while you've been inside the room. You have to leave the room for that to happen.
Oh,
So far, anyway. I had the wrong token up here. It's Seth with the freaking imp.
invisible in the gap door. She's gonna kind of crawl across the floor and just like look out the door. Pause or head on pause.
So you're gonna go back and look again?
Yeah, just real close to the ground,
Okay.
like
All right.
sneaking, even though she's invisible.
These 4 are looking like they're gonna continue up towards where you guys are at.
There's 4.
They're coming that direction, and then Around the corner, you see one other being. Sorry about this. There's a lot to bring into this. Okay. So yeah, these 4 are coming up. Give me just a second. Huh?
The dragon would have told her. She would have told the dragon to come in.
Okay.
Like, I just didn't see his token, so I forgot.
Okay, software. Anytime now. All right. Everybody look away for just a second. I am sorry about that. All right. You can look back. This is what you see.
No.
Really?
She fought one of those things.
Did she? That's right.
She'll back up and not look at it.
Okay.
She'll back up. She won't look at it. 'Cause she knows that if you make eye contact with it, you have to save versus fear.
Okay. These guys don't make it up, before you go out of the line of sight here. So I need to get a hold of Arkenforge and find out why this is doing this. Alright, you're around the corner right here and you guys are all kind of hiding. They come and look in at the chests and things like that, and they see the dead body right here, and they come up.
Forgot about the dead body.
Mm-hmm. And they come up. You hear him kind of snorting and smelling, and "Hupahu Cikala," they say, and you hear down farther down the hall. None of you speak Infernal.
Can I roll my languages proficiency or secondary skill?
It only lets you
You recognize that it's Infernal.
Or alpha?
They come in the room. Roll initiative. You are not hiding. They seem to know that you are there.
You're at 12 again.
Time for them to die.
Well, you killed one with no problem, so we'll see how you do against 4.
And I get to practice with my swords.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do.
All right.
What'd you get?
10.
Nice.
Okay.
Are they medium or large creatures?
What'd you get, Seth?
They're medium.
9.
So I need a token for that dragon. He's going to be over there at the top in this area right here. And he's young, like I told you guys, he's young, so 10s and above?
Alright, another 12.
Another 12. You'll go first, Ren.
She's invisible, so
So 4 of them come in the room and just start growling and look very aggressive towards your group. They may not see you, but
yeah. She's gonna try to backstab one of them with a cat and knife.
all right. So you're in cat form invisible,
Yeah.
and you're gonna go behind them.
Yep.
Okay. And then change back into yourself.
Yeah.
As you come
she
out and swing.
swings,
Okay.
yeah.
Roll 20. You need the same thing you needed last time. Let me look it back up. Or do you remember? It's 22, right? No. 20.
No, it's- yeah. Yeah,
Will you
she
look it
rolled
up
a
for me?
23.
I'll look it up. You're fifth or fourth level, right?
Yeah.
You need a 26 to hit. With a pack stab of +4, you need a 22. And any other bonuses, you'll need less.
I have bonuses, so with my cat and my tails. So let's.
You need 22. Actually, a 24 is what you need. Wait, 26 is what you need. You'll have +4 for surprise.
Okay. 28.
That hits. Roll damage, and it's ×2, right, for your backstab?
Yes.
Okay, so that will not, the flame damage will not be ×2, and it will not take any flame damage at all.
Okay. So I won't even do those.
Don't even
so
worry
it would
about the flame
be-
damage. Just roll your other damage and times it ×2.
$44.
Okay. Damn,
Without the flame.
that was a hefty hit.
And then she's got a second hit.
Okay.
But it won't be backstab this time.
Actually, it's surprised it will. It's surprised it didn't know you were there. You're invisible. You will appear after the first hit, but that'll still give you a chance to swing with that second strike.
24.
To hit,
If I roll 24.
you need 26.
She missed that time.
Miss.
And she doesn't have another action.
All right, 12, 10, or 11, 10, 9.
44
9.
damage.
9?
Got a 10.
You got a 10?
Doll got a 10.
Go, doll.
Hmm. I think that I know what spell can I just 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Keep in mind you're still holding a weightless unicorn in your hand.
Yeah, and that's so, and it doesn't work against them, so I was trying to look at differences.
Sticking with the unicorn one.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All of that. That's a great idea.
I'm sorry, I know it should have been me. I'm just gonna hold for a second.
Okay. 10, 9.
Let me
Um,
go.
Doing the cheetah thing.
Change your hands to cheetah. Okay, with your blades.
Yep.
All right.
And I have no idea what they do, so
You get double movement. So these are the scimitars of cat kind.
right.
So they're +6 each
Oh.
of them. They can't be thrown or anything like that, but there is a death magic involved with them. If you roll a natural 14 or higher, the victim has to save versus the death magic. Or die.
Yeah.
And you have 2 of them. So yeah, and you're sped.
So 4 attacks per round.
Yeah. Your movement's not sped, but your attacks are.
Right.
If you switch your hands. So what do you do?
I'm going attacking whoever's closest.
Okay. This one right up here is closest to you. So you engage this one right here.
Okay.
And you remember what you need, 24. You need 24 to hit.
And that was a 21, so that's a miss. 21. 22.
1.
Yeah, with 59.
Okay, roll a dex. Check.
5.
You're fine. Just end your attacks.
Yeah.
These blades are so light. When you swing them, the reason you miss is you're not used to how light they are. And they move with a quickness through the air from the cheetah abilities. You just kind of stumble over yourself because you're too quick and you're not used to it. Yeah, so you miss. 8s, Timmy. You had a 9, or you had a 10. So on an 8, if you want to do something, you can, doll. If not, Timmy's going to try to do something. Doll.
Do these guys have those red stones on them?
They do. And you're familiar. Starts to fly towards it, and he doesn't. He backs away. He looks scared, like he... You'd think if you command him, he would do it, but he seems to be in fear of his life right now by these things.
You should tell him go invisible and hide.
He
Don't let
disappears.
them see you. Hide and then try to get those stones off of them being unseen.
Alright, he disappears. You guys don't see Timmy. He was standing next to you, doll, but he's not anymore. Eights, 7s, 8s, sorry. Okay, so they attack on an 8. Armor class, Seth. We'll start with you.
Sorry. 14.
Okay. 15. Seth, you take 8 from this guy right here. This guy misses you. Doll, armor class.
13.
He misses you. The guy next to you, he tries to come over and grab you, and he misses you. Armor class you're in.
14,
When you
but I'm
back-
displaced.
When you backstabbed, okay. Ooh, natural 20. You're displaced. Takes your displacement. He doesn't have a second attack, so
Thank goodness for that displacement cloak, dude. Oh my god.
all right. That ends their attacks on an 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Huh?
I think that she is going to try to use her Scourge just for the first time.
Okay. Her scourge, yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
nothing else works against these idiots.
Hey, makes you feel any better.
Have you used-
I'm immune to my class magic illusion.
Have you used any actions yet?
She
Okay.
hasn't done anything.
All right, you can attack then.
2 attacks. I don't even know because she's never used it. Like, I never got the information, I don't think.
Here, I can look it up. Is what's your proficiency? With it?
Times 2.
What level is she?
You got it? Or do you want me to pull it up?
Need 26 to hit.
You get. What level are you?
5th.
Okay. You get 1 attack. Well. One attack around.
All right.
So for the mastery, does it have to be times 4 for that to apply for attacks around? Yes? Okay, yeah, so it's times 4. Or 1. Once around. Blip, blip, blip.
Miss. You swing with Scourge and miss him. Timmy swings and misses. He tries a backstab and he misses. He comes out of the shadows and tries to hit the one next to you, doll, and misses. New round, 12. That would be you, Ren.
Did I swing 2 times last round? Twice, right? And I hit once and I missed the second time?
No,
I
you
didn't-
only swung once.
No, you swung twice.
Did he?
Twice?
Yeah.
So it's 3 every 2.
Uh-huh. So that's
swung
1 and
twice,
2,
so
1 and 2,
yeah,
or
so
2
I did
and 1,
that
2.
right.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to make sure. My bad. I get 1 this round. Just gonna swing at it. Same one.
26, I think, is what you need to hit, right?
16. Oh, 16.
Yes.
She's gonna go invisible.
Okay.
Cat form. Invisible.
So come back to a cat form.
Yep.
Okay.
And then move.
12, 11, 10.
She's gonna move once she goes invisible.
Okay, where do you move to?
North. And like towards that top wall, kind of weave in between the chests. Be over close to where Kavanaugh is.
Over here?
Yeah. That area. She'll be able to get another backstab, you feel me? Next round. She just doesn't want to be close to him. Hiding behind the chest, you know, even though she's invisible.
Okay.
In between those two.
Right here?
Yeah.
Or here?
No, where you were. Down. Yep, right there.
Okay. Seth,
Yes, sir.
you're move 9, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Doll's,
Doll, 10.
Doll's next. Yeah, Doll's next.
You missed last round once. You want to swing again?
Yeah.
Okay. That will hit. Damage.
Who got the Two plus 17, 19.
Okay. Seth.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't been adding my proficiency nor my strength.
Okay.
Shame.
Shame on you, yeah.
Smack me. So that would be
Seth needs a 24.
how about 32?
That hits. Bam.
10.
What was the natural roll on that?
On which? 18
18?
was the natural. Oh, which on the damage or the?
No, on
It
the.
was an 18.
Okay, then that's a death magic
So
shot.
it's 14 or over. Let him know because they have to save versus death.
Yeah.
He saves. He's good.
Okay. And then,
10 plus whatever.
so that'd be 26 damage for the first one.
Okay.
And,
And you're hitting which one that's on you? Top or left?
Well, it'd be the left.
Okay.
'Cause I'm assuming that would be right in front of you. A natural 18.
Okay.
So that'd be another 32.
And he saves again.
Nice.
As you're hitting this one,
Uh-huh.
you look through the doorway and you see this creature looking at you. And this is after your second swing. And I need to save versus fear unless you're immune to it.
Is that mind and will?
Yeah.
I need an 11 and I rolled 16.
So you're good. You just see it out front. It like goes, just looks in at you as you're swinging at this one. So
Damage.
damage on that second shot.
2, 1, 6, 3, 6 plus 6, 22.
Okay.
Natural 19.
Damn.
That's a cool fucking die.
And he will not make his save. So let me see if he makes his magic resistance. I think so. Yeah. 10%. He makes it. Damage. Damn, he's made 3 saves in a row. Or, well, 2. And then magic resistance.
That dice is identical.
Yeah.
It's identical to that one.
So 32 points of damage.
That, yeah. All right. He looks hurt. Not dead.
That is a natural 17.
And he misses his save. And he misses his magic resistance. That will kill him.
Okay.
So this one dies.
Goddamn time.
Falls to the ground. Was that your last attack?
That was my last attack.
Okay.
Turn to face the next one and get ready.
No, you already went, right?
Mm-hmm.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Thanks, Timmy.
Yeah. He misses.
Who needs to go adventuring? We've got it all right here.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
New round?
Right?
Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she ran from that one over there. Don't worry, she's gonna go back. So, I have a question. Since she went invisible, went out of his line of sight, and all of that, if she comes back, is she displaced again? Because
No.
it's a new round.
Displacement only lasts for one combat, not
Combat.
one round. The dragon bites this one back here that you left
Go teardrop.
from behind. Teardrop bites it and does damage to it.
Good boy.
Do you want me to look up the bite damage for a green dragon? Okay. Every being in this place is immune to the magic that she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand.
Super frustrating.
I understand. Just hit him, man.
We'll be alright.
That's why you got me. Back up.
All right, guys. That's the end of that round. This guy doesn't do anything this round, just stares at you guys right there. But that's where we're going to stop this evening because time's up. Unfortunately, it'll be in the middle of combat. I apologize, but we got a time frame, time limit, and we got to sign off and come back next week for the remainder of this battle. That was fun, though, so
It
far.
was fun.
You guys are still in Mephistopheles Mansion. At this point, you have been gone for 3 months off the Prime, as far as you know. Eras, as an addendum, it was only been minutes. They're reaching you immediately, like. So, we will game that out later. But you're
Maybe
aware.
shadow session?
You're aware that they're not in hell.
Oh shit.
Anyway, we will come back with a shadow session or something to figure that out later. Trying to push you into doing something, saying your time frame is this long, and
You cannot manipulate me.
cannot manipulate me. You haven't seen Mephistopheles since he left, just the butler. Got your equipment back. You're still in the mansion, though, so we'll see what happens when we come back next week. If you enjoyed yourselves, guys, thanks. Like, subscribe, share, hit the ding ding, all that. We are Original GM. We'll see you next week.
There's a gift inside your God's granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon